Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Supporting Donald Trump, I'm going to call out the hypocrisy.
Do you have a problem with slut-shaming, though?
Do I have well, I have a problem when Republicans do it plenty, right? They tried to do it with Kamala Harris.
You have a problem with it.
With slut-shaming? Not a bit. I have a problem with hypocrisy. I have a problem with liars.
I have a problem with both, is I think what
I also, look, you know what I also think is funny? Like, she's got this book, right? Which is her memoirs. She says she's telling her side of the story. It's like a coffee table book.
Yeah. So what?
So Melania is defending her nude photos of her past. Right. Which, by the way, pretty lady. Yeah. I'm not going to... Great bod. I wish I had that bod. I'd walk around naked all the time. But Amanda Marcotte, M-A-R-C-O-T-T, Marcotte, argued that the former First Lady's much-mocked video represents a sinister, complicated effort from Donald's campaign, basically saying, the Trumps are sending a sexual freedom for me, but not for thee. Right. Because they're against abortion care, they're against women not being married, they're, you know, childless cat ladies and all that. Oh, wait, okay, yes. We were just playing some audio about the Georgia election rat effery, and you wrote a great piece about it. And can you expand upon what your thoughts are on what's going on down in Georgia right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're, you know, the Republicans are using every possible. I mean, they are the Kama Sutra of rat-effery.
Yes, they are.
They're doing everything. If there's a smidgen of a splinter of a loophole in a state's election laws, they're going to dive right through it. They're doing it in Maine, they're doing it in Nebraska, and they're obviously doing it in Georgia with this election board, which doesn't seem to be accountable to anybody.
Right. Yeah, it seems very, very wrong, to say the least.
I mean, and everybody down there, including Raffensperger, and excuse me, I got to plug the phone in because otherwise it will go dead.
Okay, good. We want you to do that.
That would be bad.
Yes.
You know, everybody down there, including Raffensperger, the Secretary of State, has had it with this election board.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know what the reason for their existence is, but it's you know, it's too much of an opening for mischief.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah Murray commented that there are people that are on that board that are pro-Donald Trump, and that's part of the problem, I think, is that they are so pro-Donald Trump that they're going to do anything they can to help him get reelected.
Yeah, they're exactly right. She's exactly right. And that's what they're doing. But I'm not exactly sure, and I haven't read a good explanation of what their mandate is. Why isn't the Secretary of State running the elections?
Right.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
And how do they get
different states have different ways of doing things.
No, I understand that. But all of a sudden, you know, with the win in the Electoral College may rise and fall in three people who never got elected by anybody in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem right at all. I agree with you. That seems very... but didn't they just form this committee this past couple of years after 2020? Is that when it was newly formed?
I believe it's since the last election, yes.
Because they wanted
it was supposed to clarify things.
Right.
Even though there wasn't really anything that needed clarifying in Georgia.
Right.
I mean, they ran a perfectly good election.
Well, the Republicans wanted to make sure it went to Donald, I guess, next time. So you were so adorable. You reposted a picture of Marjorie Taylor Greene next to a tractor.
in a lovely long white gown.
Yes, here it is.
Well, good for her.
And I love what you said. You said, the happy couple, local Congresswoman Mary's tractor. Aww.
It reminded me a little bit of those old Soviet propaganda posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where you know the woman would have her hair tied back, and you know she'd be like running the combine or scything wheat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was supposed. I don't know who that was supposed to appeal to.
Yeah, it is because it's got the Trump Vance stuff and then a picture of her, you know, poster thingies, and it makes literally no sense. This photograph at all. I guess she's trying to be relevant with tractors.
Sure.
I don't know.
No, I'm sure. You know that she comes from a rural district in North Georgia, so I'm sure there's more than a few farms in her district, but it was just such a strange photo because it appeared out of nowhere.
Yes, you're absolutely right. People are giving her a lot of crap for that, and I agree with them, and you as well. You also retweeted, the New Republic said that Mitch McConnell told a crowd of lawmakers in Kentucky that the Harris administration would spell certain doom for the Republican Party. Don't give me a good time.
Yeah, don't tease me. Come on.
It's like, okay, Mitch, thank you. I agree with you.
Go back into your shell immediately.
Exactly. And
do not tease me that way.
So did you watch the Lev Parnas From Russia with Lev?
I did. And I mean, I hate to say it because, the guy pretty clearly leaves a 9-foot wide trail of slime behind him as he walks down the road. But he seems like a real hoot.
We had him on last week to promote the documentary. I've tried to watch it 3 times over the weekend, and I was going to bed at the time, so I just kind of fell asleep all 3 times. But I was able to watch this morning him and Hunter Biden, their conversation. And I thought that was quite touching, and I thought that his apology was sincere. What do you think?
Well, I think it probably is. There's good money in being sincere.
Sure.
I mean, it's in a lot of ways, being contrite is a good career move.
True. And
this guy's obviously angling to be considered a whistleblower. But I just think he sounds like a lot of fun.
He was lovely to be. Last week he was fantastic.
Yeah.
He and his wife both.
This show had Lev Parnas and Joan Baez in the same week.
Same
day, I think.
No, not the same day.
That is so awesome.
I know, it's a weird show. It's a very strange show.
I mean, by the way, having Joan Baez, that really made my heart go pity pat.
Me too.
She's one of my idols. She really is. You talk about somebody who stood up her whole life when people needed her.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
It was so nice to have her on, and I'm such a huge fan. And Dr. Doom was how we got her on the show.
Yeah,
so,
Dr. Redletter is very good friends with her.
They've been friends for 53 years, so that's
really?
That's how we got her on the show. So that was kind of cool.
Well, not that I'm surprised that Dr. Doom knows famous people, but that seems like kind of an odd coupling.
There's no denying it. The vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.